Hi there, welcome to Tuesday's market commentary. Got a chart up here of the NASDAQ, which you can see today was up about 1 point, not very much at all, 1.22. It was actually quite a bearish day, and then it kind of rallied back up and made some gains towards the very last part of the day off some good news from Hewlett Packard, sending both markets back up. We're going to call support down here about this 1428 level down here for support at 1428, and resistance is all the way back up here to about 17. A little about 1780, I think, a little about 1785, 1780. It's got a pretty big movement back and forth here. We would like to say that this little support here should be resistance, but that's just too close to where the index itself is. So we're going to call support down here at 1428, resistance up here at 1780, and you can see that the MACD is right over here starting to roll back to the downside. It's a little bearish. So we're going to call the current trend bearish to neutral. I know neutral sounds kind of strange, but really until we come back here and start breaking down through these support levels here at the 1780. 28, then we'll start to go bearish again. But until we break that, because we bounce back up a little bit, until we come back down and break that, then it'll be strictly bearish. So right now I'm just going to say bearish to neutral because we're kind of forming some bottoms down here. Once we break that level, strictly back to bearish. Long term, bearish. Short term, I'm going to go bearish to neutral. All right, support 1428, resistance 1780. Let's take a look over at the S&P 500, see how that one looked for us today. And here's the S&P 500 up a little better than the Nasdaq. It's up 8 points today, 8.37. Came from it was actually positive and then sold off. It just kind of systematically, if you look at the chart, it rallied up at the open and it just for the rest of the day just dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped. Started actually looking really bearish in the last half hour. Got to rally right back up again. So we got support down here at this 818 level where you can see right now we're kind of been down here a couple of times now, so that's our support, our bottom right through here. And you can see down here that the resistance levels keep getting smaller and smaller, which is a descending triangle. That's actually a pretty bearish scenario. Same time you see that your MACDs are dropping. So until we break to this 818, 819 level right in through here, I'm going to still say bearish to neutral, but once we break through that level, we'll go strictly bearish, and it's a straight bearish time. We're going to look at buying puts and just a straight downside. So short term, we're going to call resistance at 918, which is right up here just a couple of days ago, was the high right up here just a couple of days ago, 918. Supported 818, about 100 points, and that could easily change in just a 2 or 3 days with the volatility of the market is lately. Support 818, resistance 918. Short term, we are neutral to bearish because we're in this descending triangle. Once we break it to the downside, we can go with a bearish trade. Long term, we are bearish. Short term, bearish to neutral. All right, I hope that helps. Keep an eye on news. News does have a tendency to change everything in the stock market, and I wish you well.